All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you to the fans for staying the course and having patience. The weather gods weren't with us today, but we hope that we gave the fans something to celebrate. I don't see it as a 5-1 game. I just see this as us, growing as a team and taking steps forward each and every single day. And if it means we get a result, and it's for us, it's about the 3 points at home. We felt really bad the last time out against Minnesota at home. And that really stuck with us. We want to make this place a fortress, and we wanted a proud, strong performance, a gritty performance, a fighter's performance, and I think the boys showed some excellent resolve, excellent character. But again, credit to Pat Noonan. They have an amazing team. Obviously missing one or two pieces. But I said this week it wasn't about the opponent. This was about us. And for us, really excited with the 3 points. And a big, massive thank you again to the fans.
Thanks, Coach. If you want to quickly unmute, and then we'll go to Tom. Perfect. Bye, Tom.
2 parts. How did you guys spend those 2 hours? And then what was the value of the importance of Jared's goal so quickly in the game?
Yeah, the guys keep themselves busy in the locker room. Obviously, there was some MLS going on the East Coast, so we were able to pick up some games and just have some good fun. I just heard some good spirit in the locker room, and it was our purpose to come out of the locker room as energized as what we were for 2 hours. It was incredible to see the boys just hanging about with a bunch of friends and just good teammates. Obviously to get the goal early on. It's kind of a massive weight lifted off the shoulders. You could feel the release of the group. You could feel the energy of the group, and they were really excited for that. And I think Jared obviously didn't play the last game, so I think that's his 3rd goal now. I think it's Jared's a worker. He has some final third quality, and I'm happy he could reward himself today, which then inadvertently rewards the team. Later on, it sets the tone for the game.
Next we'll go to Santiago, then Ben Hockman, then Carter, then Julian.
Bradley, congratulations on the win. Rasmus Sound back from injury tonight after being out a couple of games. Can you talk about what he did tonight, what you saw from him?
Yeah, I think we could have pushed him in the last game already, but with the medical staff and Jared Phillips, head of performance, just making sure that if he's ready to go, he needs to come with an impact, right? Not to just see how it is for a couple of minutes and try. But we wanted to know if he can go, he has to go with 100% mentality and free in his mind mentality to say that it's okay, right? So we knew nothing was broken, nothing structural. So it was important for us to know when he is ready to go 100%, and I'm glad he could show it with his just his qualities that he possesses, right? He's a threat against the ball, he's a threat with the ball, and I'm glad he could, I don't know, is that an own goal? I'm not sure if that's classed as an own goal. So, but still, I'm happy for him.
Go ahead, Ben.
Just quick following up on Rasmus Holm. Can you describe what he was doing specifically to make such an important impact on tonight's game?
Yeah, I just think the energy that he just puts on the opponent. When we're on the front foot closing down time and space, he's got an ability to close down time and space. He has a good reading of the game and a good reading of the passing sequences, and he gets into good spots early on. So, that's one of his qualities, and I think you can see it many times. And then he's got the ability to come back in the game. He's got the ability to connect. So, for us, it was really important tonight work as a unit and work as a collective, and keep our frame intact. And it got away from us a little bit in the second half, but we were just also happy to get some guys some runs who didn't get minutes, who haven't got many minutes. But disappointed that we couldn't keep the shutout for Roman.
Go ahead, Fire.
Hey, Coach. Cincinnati has played a lot of tight, low-scoring games all season, and then you guys break out a big lead fairly early into the game. How do your approach to tactics or substitutions change as the game moves on when all of a sudden you've scored 3-4 goals?
Yeah, the complexion starts to change, and a 2-0 scoreline, a 3-0 scoreline can still be, if you shoot those early on, can still be a tricky result to manage to the end of the game, right? So, I don't think we're too ignorant or arrogant or, inexperienced enough to think that we'll just throw any changes and give guys, just a run out who haven't really played. But as the game progressed, we really wanted to get guys in, like Selmir Pedro, Akil Watts, Celio Pompeo. I wish I could have got him on a little bit earlier. But yeah, we know we got games coming up. We know we got midweek games coming up. So we wanted to make sure that we're keeping everyone fresh and ticking along. Just excited for the group. And like I said, just a little bit of a, sticks in my 5-0. I don't think it was a 5-0 game. I think they had one or two chances too many, in my opinion, as the game went on. We were a little bit loose. But then if it is a 5-0 scoreline, we want to keep it that way. We want to keep the clean sheet. And that's the only thing that's upsetting me right now.
Julian, go ahead.
Coach, Leuven obviously deservedly got man of the match. And other than that goal, can you just talk about how good of a defensive performance he put in today, because he obviously bossed that midfield?
Well, really good, because we spoke about our sixes and the connection of our sixes with Indy and Edu. A lot of their quality comes from their wing backs in their 3-4-3 system, and if they're dribbling on the inside, Bariel, on the one side, Arias on the other side. This is a big quality of theirs to create overloads. And if we shift and connect, if we're one step too late, unfortunately, they can create some havoc. That was a real, proud moment for Edu to go as he did and get stronger actually as the game went on. Besides his goal, I think he was connected every single time. We speak about the weak side pivot and whatever. He just did enough to make sure that he's defensively solid. When we won the ball in transition, he was clean on the ball. And when there's a bit of an edginess in the game, then he's really strong and can ride tackles and challenges as well. So it was a complete performance.
Justin?
Coach Nico Giacchini talked to us midweek about how he has a striker's mentality. He comes into this game, misses his first two shots, but on his third one, converts it for a goal. What did you think of his performance tonight?
Yeah, really good. I mean, Gio works hard in training. Gio enjoys his training. He enjoys winning games. He enjoys scoring goals and getting in and around the final third. So, we played him, at times as a floating, striker, which just underneath a little bit, and then we put him up top high with Klaus, and so he shows a lot of flexibility as well. So, he's growing. He's growing all the time. You need some people around him to have confidence in him, and I think he's found a good environment for him to perform, right? He's a bit of an artist, and he enjoys that, type of the game, and he's got the qualities to change a game. He's got the qualities to accelerate a game, and he's got qualities to break a game. So, he's got weapons tools of running in behind. He's very technical underneath, so he can create a lot of havoc.
Bradley, I'm curious if there was ever a point in your mind before the game started, if you guys wondered if you might not play it tonight, and also you started by thanking the fans. What was the atmosphere like when you guys took the field? Did it help you kind of fire back up? Because I think there were 15,000 people who stuck around.
We were, I don't want to say we were surprised. We were not surprised, but it's amazing when you walk out there and you think, wow, there's so many that stayed and endured this with us, So, and that's why that was first off my lips, because, I even said it to John Hackworth on kickoff. I said, it's the first thing I want to do after the game is thank the fans. So, this was amazing.
Was there ever a doubt that you guys would play, or were you pretty convinced you were going to get it in?
We were pretty convinced looking at the satellite radars and what have you. I was involved in something similar in 2020 in DC, and I think we got finished after midnight. So, I think we finished a little bit earlier than a couple of years ago.
Julian?
Coach, you were talking about how you didn't think this was like a 5-1 game. Can you talk about, what went right for you guys tonight and what went wrong for Cincinnati?
Yeah, we took our chances. We speak and preach about getting shots on frame. So the more pressure we can apply on the opponent, and we force some crucial turnovers, and it changes the momentum of the game. So if we can jump those passes and then end them with final plays and just exude a lot of pressure and create a lot of havoc on the opponent, then we start to thrive. You could see we were on the front foot, we were going all the time, and it just creates errant passes. I was really happy with that from tonight's performance. And where we start getting now yeah, we start wanting to enjoy the show too much, right? So everyone's attacking, and we lose a little bit of shape and a little bit of control in the midfield, and then the gaps start to appear front to back. So that's the worst thing when your three departments are all stretched all over the field, and there's no compactness. So for us, we just try and reset it a few times, and yeah, listen, it was a good challenge to have.
Tom, then Carter.
We're, partners. You said this week was about your team. What did you learn? What did you see from your team tonight after a game like this against the team who's at the top of the table?
Yeah, we never really wanted to speak about anything's broken, right? We're the creatures or the creators of our own destiny, right? And yeah, we've got out the blocks really quickly with the 5 wins, and so we as a group set our standards really high. And when we lose 2 on the road or 2 in a row, then it doesn't feel great, right? So then how's the bounce back without anything being broken? Because yeah, everyone expects us to lose in Seattle, and yes, we lost in Seattle, so it's totally fine. But to accept that mentally wise, it's not easy to travel back, arrive at 6 a.m. and do it all for nothing, right? So how do we bounce back? Yeah, just to try and keep it competitive, try and keep things, jovial, fun, loose, but still serious. There's just a bit of a mixture in training. How much do you push the needle? How much do you drive intensities, and then how much do you loosen up and enjoy a day? And then so there's just always this ebb and flow. And a little bit of balance, between the chaos and the intensity that we bring. And, yeah, guys still like to, compete.
Carter?
Coach, you had, 5 different goal scorers tonight. Or I guess you can call it 5 different goal scorers tonight. And everyone kind of played a role in scoring in some way throughout the game. What do you think that says about your team and what they can do?
Yeah, I say it all the time. I see that our principles are strong, and we have trust and belief in every player. Yeah, I wish Celio got on the score sheet. It would have been great too, because he trains every single day, on a really high level, just to try and find the ways and the mechanisms to try and get him in the game, from all the different profiles that we're looking for, tactically, as well as positionally. So from that point of view, I'm just really excited. Yeah, we have faith and confidence in our players, in our rosters, but again, it's our biggest enemy as well, because then everyone wants to play 90 minutes, and unfortunately, there's only one game a weekend, and that's only 90 minutes. So, we have to try and manage that as well, and so far the players have been incredible.
We'll go with Ben Wright at MLSoccer.com, then we'll wrap up with Tom.
Yeah, Coach, I'm curious. You guys are obviously atop the Supporter Shield standings right now, and I think probably at least external expectations around you guys are raising significantly. How do you maybe guard against complacency potentially, while also still pushing on and saying, what, we're ahead of schedule maybe? How do we push on and go for more?
Yeah, Ben, great question. I think it's just like we said, this whole group this evening, we said this week, this is about us, right? And if external expectations are growing after 8 match days, we know where those expectations were before match day 1, right? So we're not playing that game. We're playing the game that we want to control and dictate, and we'll leave the outside chatter. We'll just leave it as that, outside chatter. What we discuss internally, what we want to achieve internally, stays with us and drives us every single day. And I don't think there's any cause for complacency when you've just lost your last 2 games and you didn't score a goal. Right, so that pushed us. We were unhappy about that, and yeah, the guys, I wanted them to play with courage, drive, and passion, and that's what they did.
We'll wrap up with Tom.
See, 2 things. One, how good did it feel to get Selmir in the game?
Really good. No, awesome. And you can see he's really good in a 1v1 challenge. Yes, he gets caught a little bit high up the field on the goal we concede. But again, he worked his way into the game, made some crucial challenges, and played some good vertical balls. Started some good sequences in the attack. We know we have 2 weapons on the left back position, on the outside back position. So from that point of view, we know we've got games coming up thick and fast, The calendar now gets condensed over the next 2 months. We're excited to get some minutes.
And was that an armband, the black armband you were wearing?
It was. Our team administrator, Bomi Park, had to travel to South Korea. And I'll leave it at that. She lost a family member. Yeah.
All right, Coach, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.